Hello my dear friends, welcome to my channel pscinfotech. Today I am going to share basic JavaScript interview questions and answers with you. This is part 3rd of JavaScript interview questions and answers series. These are very basic interview questions. Any interviewer first check your fundamentals. If your fundamentals are clear, then your chance of selection is very high. So you must prepare these interview questions before go to any interview. Now let's start with question number 1. What are undeclared and undefined variables? Undeclared variables do not exist in a program. These variables are not declared. If we try to read the value of these variables, then the browser throws error. Undefined variables. These variables are declared in the program without any value. If we try to read these undefined values, it returns undefined value. What are the difference between undeclared, undefined and null? Undeclared variables does not exist. Undefined variables exist but does not have anything assigned to them. Null variables exist with null values. Why 20 plus 10 is 2010 not 30? Since 20 is a string value, 10 is a integer value, so there must be some rule. So rule number 1, string value plus integer value, it's a concatenation operation. String value plus string value, it's a concatenation operation. Integer value plus integer value, it is a addition of two numbers. So as per rule 1, JavaScript converts the numeric value to a string and perform concatenation. So 20 plus 10 equal to 2010. What is the output of 20 minus 10? Rule 1, string value plus integer value, it's perform concatenation operation. String value plus string value, it's perform concatenation operation. Integer value plus integer value, it's perform addition operation. String value minus integer value, it's perform subtraction. If you use a minus operator, numeric value is not converted to string. So the output is 20 minus 10 is 10. What are the different pop-up message box in JavaScript? JavaScript provides 3 different built-in functions to display pop-up message for different purpose. Alert box is used to display a simple message. Confirm box is used to display a message and take user's confirmation on it. Prompt box is used to display a pop-up to take a user input value. What is inline JavaScript code? Inline JavaScript code store on the HTML page. We will write our complete JavaScript logic in HTML page. This is bad approach. Maintenance the code is very difficult in this approach. Suppose we have to use 1000 HTML pages. So if we implement any logic, then we have to write the code in 1000 places. So this is very difficult to manage our application. What is external JavaScript code? External JavaScript code store on separate JS file. We will write our complete JavaScript logic in separate JavaScript file. This is good approach. Maintain the code is very easy in this approach. Suppose we use 1000 HTML pages and we write our logic in a single page and we implement this single logic in entire application using this external JavaScript reference. What are the advantages of external JavaScript over inline JavaScript? The main advantages of external JavaScript over inline JavaScript are maintainability. External JavaScript file referenced on multiple pages in the application. For any change, you can change it only one place. Inline JavaScript duplicate the code on your every page. Using external JavaScript code, maintenance will be much easier. Separation of concerns. It is always a good practice to separate HTML, CSS and JavaScript as it makes it easier work with them. Also allow multiple developers to work simultaneously. So one developer work on HTML file, second developer work on CSS file, third developer work on JavaScript file. So it's maintain very easily our whole application. Performance. External JavaScript file can be cached by the browser, where as a inline JavaScript on the page, it load every time the page loads. Why we need both client-side and server-side validation? Client-side validation can easily bypass by disabling JavaScript on a client browser. If we have disabled JavaScript on the client browser and we don't have any server-side validation, run the application and click the submit button without filling any data. Notice that an empty row is inserted into table. This is because client-side validation is bypassed as we have disabled JavaScript, and we also don't have any server-side validation method that validates the form. This is the main reason why we always write both client-side and server-side validation code. So server-side validation should always be there, irrespective of whether we have client-side validation or not. Is it mandatory for a JavaScript statement to end with a semicolon? No, semicolon is not mandatory for a JavaScript statement at the end, but it is a good practice to use semicolon to avoid the ambiguity between different codes. In the both JavaScript code below will work perfectly. Thanks my dear friends for watching this entire video. Hope you have enjoyed with this video. Please feel free to comment if you have any query or question in your mind. I will give you answer as soon as possible. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon for more latest videos. All the best. Thank you very much. Bye bye.